Good morning everybody, different strokes for your level 3 exercise class. Looking forward to another one with you. I hope you managed to get plenty done in the last week, either with this level 3 class or any of the other classes that you're able to join as well. Fantastic. So we'll make a start today. We're going to work on lower body mobility first of all. So just nice and steady at pace of your own, just gently lift up your knees, alternate sides. So no real pace needed when we're doing this, just working on mobility. All you're aiming to do is just raise those knees up as high as you're able to, working both sides. And then raise those legs out in front now, so really stretch them forwards, alternate sides. When we're working today, or if you're watching this back on the recording, please do feel free to grab a drink at any time because it's very hot and we need to keep well hydrated and rest when you need to. Not that I'm complaining. Fantastic. Keep pushing those legs forwards, alternate sides. Brilliant, well done. We're now going to take one knee out to the side, then back in, and do the same with the other knee, and back in. So keep working alternate sides, leg out, leg in. Fantastic. Work on your range of movement again. So no speed needed to this at all. Just work on stretching that knee out as far around as you can, and then doing the same, or the best you can with your other leg as well. Brilliant. We're now going to step the legs forward, so you have straight legs, and then bend them again. So forwards and back. Keep that going for you. Well done. So it's just a stepping pattern from seated, step forward, step backwards. We're going to do a few stepping patterns standing today as well. And we'll get onto those a little bit later. Okay, fantastic. Take your hands down towards your toes, so lean forwards, and then just sit yourself back upright again. So very gently lean down towards your toes, and slowly again pulling your shoulders back up nice and tall, just working through again range of movement for your lower back muscles, and stretch those arms down as much as you can. That's great, keep it going. And now we're going to take those arms up above us. So raise both arms up and then down. If you need to support one hand on the other to raise up as high as you can, that's great as well. Let's keep that going. Aim to raise those arms as much as you can. So really focusing on that reach this morning. Fantastic, keep it going. That's brilliant work, well done. We're now going to rotate and push an arm. So twist and push your arm out. Twist and push your arm. If you need that support again, grab your reflected side, just twist and pull it out as much as you can. And then push your stronger arm up and over. So keep that going, rotate and push. Okay, great, well done. And now what we're going to do is take your left hand down and across to the outside of your right foot, and then try and do the same with your other hand to the outside of the foot, just to encourage you to lean forwards and twist If you need to do it with the same hand each side, that's fine too. So just come outside of one foot, then outside of the other, so you're still getting that rotation. Keep it going. Really work on twisting and reaching. Fantastic, well done everybody. So what we're now going to do is squeeze our hands together and then aim to open your hands. So squeeze and open, squeeze and open. If you need to manipulate one hand, try and pull those fingers open, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, tight squeeze and then let those hands go. Brilliant, and now rotating those hands under and over. And again, you can pull one arm around should you need to do that. If you've got the movement to do it independently, then go ahead and do that. So just really good working with those wrists all the way around. Okay, brilliant, well done. Relax those hands down. We'll just shrug the shoulders now. So lift those shoulders up and then let them drop down again. Shoulders up, shoulders down. And keep working through that movement. So aim to lift as high as you can and then slowly relaxing. Okay, we can now rotate those shoulders as well. So move your elbows around as you rotate forwards. If you've got the range of motion to do so, you can go for big, wider circles all the way around, or you can just stick to those elbows and shoulders moving around. Do what you're able to do. And then reverse the motion. So we'll pull those elbows and shoulders back now, going all the way around if you're able to again. And then turn your head gently side to side. And then down and up. Fantastic, well done everybody. So we're now going to go on to some standing exercises. We'll start with your seat to stand. So in a seated position here, we're going to lean forwards very slightly, push through the heels, come up to standing, all the way up, and then gently down again, using the strength in your legs to lower yourself down slowly to seated again, okay? And then again, if you've got arms on your chair, you can use your arms to support you to stand if you wish, or a walking frame in front. Just nice and gentle, sit to stand. Good, coming all the way down, but slowly. Don't want to be flopping down into that chair. You just want to be going very steadily. Brilliant work, well done. Keep it going now. Fantastic. We'll do a couple more of those and then we'll stay standing. Remember to grab drinks whenever you wish to grab drinks. There'll be plenty of time to catch up on the exercise we're doing. Great. So come to a standing position. I'll just adjust my screen because it seems my head is cut off. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. There we go. Okay, so just give you a little moment so you can all come up to a standing position, either standing behind your walking frames, have somebody close by that can support you to stand should you require it, or just use that sturdy chair through these exercises. So first one I'm going to do from standing is just gently lifting our heels. So alternate sides, kick those heels back behind you and try and keep the knees pointing down in line. So try not to let the knee come back or forwards as you curl the heel back. So we're really making the back of the thigh, those hamstring muscles, do the work here. Fantastic. Keep it going. For those of you able to independently stand, of course, you could do that without holding onto your chair, should you wish. Obviously, just make sure you're safe to do so. Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to lift those knees up in front. Okay, so high knee and then down, and then the other one nice and high as well. So again, we're not focusing on speed or anything like that today. We're just really trying to work on our range of movement. Raise that knee as high as you can, especially on your stroke affected side. Just aim to lift it. Good, good. Well done. Keep lifting up those knees. Okay, brilliant. Well done. So we'll give the movement a bit of a rest while we work on some stepping. Okay, so we're going to work on turning on the spot for the first one. A bit of balance needed for this, but if you wish to hold your chair, there is an alternative I can show you. So what we're aiming to do is just take as many steps as you need to, go all the way round in a circle, and then pause, and then go all the way back round the other way. Okay. If you need that support from that chair in front of you, using your stronger arm, hold the chair, turn around halfway, and then halfway back again. Okay, fantastic. Keep going with that then. We'll do a good few reps of those. Getting those steps in as you turn round and round. Try and keep your shoulders up nice and tall. Be safe when you're doing it. Very good, everybody. Keep it going now. There'll always be those situations where we're required to take a sharp turn on the spot. This will certainly help you achieve that. Okay, fantastic. Well done. Get to see me dancing now. So what we're going to do is step one foot over the other, bring it back, and then do the same with your other leg, step over the front. So what we're working on here, again, is just reaching that leg out as far as you can, working your hip muscles, stepping across your legs, okay? If you do find this one particularly challenging while standing, you can do this seated as well. Just simply sit down and cross those legs over, one in front of the other, and then swap. Fantastic. We're now going to take the leg behind, so behind your front leg, and step it back, alternate sides again. So just really, again, working through those hip muscles. Okay, fantastic. Sticking with the hips, we're going to lift the knee up and across the body now. So lift the knee and point it across your body. So left knee over to the right, right knee over to the left. So again, working your range of movement. Force that knee up as high as you can and just pivot your hips to get the movement. Well done. Keep working on that. Keep working on your reach and range. Well done. Okay, fantastic. Well done, everybody. So we're now going into some more stepping actions. So this one we're going to do a close step. So what we call a tightrope walk. We're going heel to toe, one foot in front of the other, then step the other foot forwards, and then the other one, and then slowly bring those feet back behind again. So again, just working on those hips. A bit of balance involved in this one. Very good, well done. If you're able to do this without holding onto your chair, just please make sure you do it very slowly, especially when going backwards. Fantastic work so far. Keep it going, everybody. Well done on these. Okay, fantastic. Well done. So we're now going to go on to a high knee exercise again, single leg. You could do this one on the spot, holding onto your chair like this. So lift your knee up, hold it for a good few seconds, and then take the leg down and do the same on the other side. Obviously, again, holding on if you feel you need to. Or you can make it more dynamic and moving. Make sure you've got your walking aids for this, or somebody there to help you. Lift your knee for a few seconds again, and then step. And then lift your back knee up. Again, hold it for a few seconds, and then step. So you find yourself walking through your room or gym or wherever your training area is today, and then turn around and do it again, or just take a few steps backwards and repeat. So two options: on the spot, lift those knees for a few seconds and swap, or step forwards, lift the back knee, step forwards, lift the back knee. Good, and then we'll be turning around and doing it back the other way. Well done. I'll just let you get a few more reps of those in. Keep it going. Okay, fantastic. Well done, everyone. So we're now going to go to a side step motion. So stand behind your chair, and we're going to go one big step to the right, and then one big step back to the left. So just nice and gently, side to side, feet apart, feet together. And again, just like the last exercise, if you wish to go a little bit further, come away from your chair, then please do. Just take a few more steps to the side, and then a few more steps back again. Just trying to keep those shoulders up nice and tall throughout the motion. Even if you're using those walking aids, try and keep your body up tall. A couple more to do. Well done. Okay, fantastic, well done. We'll just go through just a few strength exercises before we sit down and stretch off. So we'll be stood up, nice and tall again, rise up onto your toes, and then drop down to your heels again. Up and down, onto your tiptoes. Well done, keep it going. Rise up as high as you can, and then down again. Fantastic, next one we'll do will be wide legs. We'll bend one knee to the side, come back to the middle, and then bend the other knee to the side, then back to the middle. So keep going side to side, Just gently bending those knees, alternate, left and right. Good, good. The wider your stance on this one, the more you'll feel those inside leg muscles and quadricep muscles on the thigh. Just over the knee joint. Really good, this one, for working in and around those muscles around the knee joint. Fantastic. We're going to keep this wide stance and go down to our squats. So what we're going to go for now is just gently sit down and then back up again. Okay? You don't have to go too deep with this one. Just bend your knees very slightly and then push through the heels to stand back up. Try and keep your shoulders up again with this one. Just gently down and up. Working very nicely, well done. If there's any exercises you want to revisit as we go through this, obviously, if you're watching live, you can then watch back later on, or if you're watching on the recording, just pause it there and obviously work on those exercises for a bit longer. We're generally doing 30 to 45 seconds each one at the moment. If you feel you need a little bit more, then obviously use this video how you wish and do a few more sets. Fantastic, we're going on to our lunges now. So, big step back, have a diagonal stance from your front foot to back foot. If you're narrow, it becomes a little bit more wobbly and you're making the exercise a lot harder for yourself already. So diagonal stance, dip your back knee down and then push to stand. Okay, if you're unable to get quite a wide stance, you can bring your feet close together and just, again, aim on bending that back knee. Just sit down gently and back up, down and up. Just try and have one foot slightly further forward than the other. And then swap to your other leg. Same again. Keep your stance nice and wide, diagonal, or close and still diagonal. Well done. Get a good few more reps in. And last one now. Okay, fantastic. Well done, everybody. Come back down to seated. We'll have a good stretch today from your seated position. Grab those drinks should you require as well. Sure, we will work very hard. Okay, so the first stretch we're going to do is to pick one knee up. So with one or both hands, and just pull that knee in towards the chest as much as you can. Just hold it there. We're focusing on your lower body stretches today, seeing as we've worked lower strength and some stepping exercises. You'll get the best benefit, but do make sure you stretch off your full body at least a couple of times a week. Well done. Swap to the other leg. Holding it there. Well done. Fantastic. We're now going to reach down towards our heels, so fold your body down like we did in the warm-up, but this time hold it there. So don't come back up. And just relax the back muscles, gentle breathing. And slowly come back up again, shoulders up tall. Fantastic, range of movement and stretch on the hips now. We're going to lift the knee up and see if we can take one ankle over the knee and try and flatten that knee down as much as you can. You can rest your hand on the knee, but try not to push it down. Just the weight of your hand will be fine. If you struggle to get your ankle up that high over your knee, you could just cross the legs over and that will still stretch off across the side of the hip, thigh muscles. Fantastic, keep that going. And then try and do exactly the same with the other leg. So pick it up and stretch it over and across and try and get that knee as flat as you can, resting your hand on it. You can tell from my leg that this one's a lot tighter and not as good as the other one. Well done. Take the leg down. We're now going to take both legs straight. Don't tip off your chair, but very gently lean forward so your hands come past your knees and down your shins and hold it there. You'll get a nice stretch. I say nice, you'll get a good stretch on the back of the calves, so your legs. And then gently coming back up. And then we are finished there today. So fantastic. It's good to do a bit of variety today, something that's not going to get us too hot on a hot day, but gives your body lots of movement exercises to do, lots of stepping exercises to do. So they're quite functional exercises that you'll generally be using in everyday life, whether you're reaching for something, putting something, or moving yourself about. So keep going with those, mix them up with your strength, resistance, flexibility exercise, etc. Fantastic. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Have a good rest of the week. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.